Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Today I'm going to be reviewing Skeleton Crew, the very latest live-action Star Wars series. So Skeleton Crew tells the story of 4 kids who make a discovery on their home planet of Anakin before getting lost in the galaxy and having to find a way to get back home. It was created by John Watts and Christopher Ford and ran for 8 episodes. So as for me, following my disappointment, and quite frankly everybody's disappointment with the now cancelled Acolyte series, I was honestly skeptical about the idea of yet another live-action Star Wars spin-off, especially with all of its predecessors being more or less a mixed bag. But that being said, I was genuinely surprised by Skeleton Crew, not just by its quality, but by the mere notion that sometimes simplicity is all you need. So then, let's get into it. First of all, I really felt that this new spin-off did a great job in putting the element of adventure back into Star Wars. You know, as Padme Amidala once said,
"No politics, no plotting, no war."
Because what you have here is just a simple story about a group of kids going on an adventure throughout the galaxy, which in its own way kind of mirrors Luke Skywalker's journey in A New Hope, especially since leaving his home planet of Tatooine was a very pivotal step in his character arc, as well as stepping out into the real world. The 4 main characters, that being Wim, Fun, KB, and Neil, were all likable in their own right and had excellent chemistry as a crew. And they kind of remind me of what it meant to be a kid before social media took over the world. But the standout character and scene stealer for the show was Jod Narwood, played by Jude Law. Jod is a pirate captain and Force user who was trained in the Jedi arts, and Jude Law described him as being a quick thinker and someone who uses his charm to work his way out of certain situations. To some extent, he does embody some of the roguish qualities found in the likes of Han Solo, although the writers take him in a very different direction. I also found the kids' home planet of Anakin to be interesting. You know, it looks and feels a lot like Earth, which may not appeal to everybody, but to me, I thought that was pretty cool. And it is protected by a planet-wide barrier that prevents people from entering the planet without permission. If fan service is your thing, there'll be tidbits of that without going overboard. And the finale was absolutely fantastic, so much so that if this show were to be renewed for a 2nd season, I would sign up for it in a heartbeat. Because I really do feel that there's a lot more to be done with this part of the franchise and with these characters. Now, I don't have too many issues with Skeleton Crew, but the first one is that the quality of the individual episodes can vary. They're all great, don't get me wrong, but some of them fare better than others. You know, I think some of them were a little too short, some of them were a bit predictable, and some of them may not have advanced the plot as much as I would have liked, but I was thoroughly entertained all the way through. Another thing is what I consider to be the underutilization of the character Vane. You know, Vane first appeared in the premiere episode of The Mandalorian's 3rd season, and having survived that episode, they kinda teased his possible return. So when he turned up in this show, I was actually surprised. But the writers didn't really seem to know what to do with him. He's just kind of there, he has 1 or 2 lines, and he does partake in some of the action near the end, but really it just seems like he's in the background most of the time. So yeah, those are my thoughts on Star Wars Skeleton Crew. Now my next video won't be out for another week or 2, but what I plan to do next is a retrospective on the Jack Reacher franchise. That being the 2 Tom Cruise movies and the first 2 seasons of the Amazon Prime series. So look forward to that very soon. Thank you all for watching guys, please be sure to like the video, share it and subscribe. Ring the bell, take care and I'll see you soon.